my favorite pirate. How are you?
We're great. How you doing?
Yes.
You good, Bob?
Special.
No, great to see is you 5 album. How to happy net the world? The album.
No, we wrote some songs. They were good. They released them. It was easy. It was just an easy process. I think we just come along, we do this, and people love it. We love it. I think it's great. I think it's our best.
I don't care what people say.
I think people say it's the best one.
It is. Not everyone.
Who doesn't?
Review of people.
Yeah, reviewers are silly.
There's this version 2 disc or song to replace no breaking a dub.
It's fun.
Yeah, the record labels love bonus tracks, so we thought, fuck it, let's have dogs. Because we all have pet dogs. His dog is called Lucky, mine is called Bones. There's all the dog tracks are called Max. They all have a dog called Max. It's Max, Lucky, and Bones. And so we got them into the studio to go woof into the so we sampled it and we mixed it. And, Max, Lucky, Bones.
Okay. Scottish pirate. I love dogs.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
love.
of course.
I love.
I mean, we live in Scotland, and then we have our dogs, and we play together all day, and then it was just so fun to bring them together in the studio and then just record their sounds. It's just like a family, it's like our kids.
Because some of them Gaz is infertile, so he can't have kids. So his dog is his kid. Like literally, he's adopted his dog. He's adopted Max. This is,
He gave his name is Max Murdoch. So
and you can do that in Scotland. It's crazy. You can actually legally adopt a dog.
an animal.
It's so fucked. We did that. It's pretty crazy. He does that.
That's why I want to adopt a killer whale one day.
I don't know if you can do that.
There's some in Scotland.
Okay.
Can we say that the album is a concept album?
Yeah, it is. All the songs are about graves in the sea. Apart from the ones about no graves in the sea. the rest of them about graves. The first song's about there's been no graves in the sea,
And then the
but
rest
the rest
of
are
them
about the graves in the sea. So it's kind of like a backwards concept. It starts off backwards and goes actually. So yeah, it's basically about every song's about someone dying in the sea.
What line? The red line. The album.
The red. It's I guess it's just about how when you go in the sea you die, and that's like the sort of that's the theme. It's just all the way through the album is this concept of
Just swimming is dangerous,
so yeah,
especially when you can't.
like swimming, ships, make you die, pirates make you die,
dogs like you.
forbidden treasure that makes you die. It's like all these things in the sea that make you die. It's like when you go in the sea, you will die. It's the sort of the theme.
Coincidence or no? Your album. What's the release? It's in May. In May.
The same
It's
day as
a film and Pirate of the
That
Caribbean.
was actually
On that day, I went to see the movie. It was so good.
we had
Very good.
the promo people at our label Napalm Records. It's like because the Napalm is distributed by Universal Pictures, like Universal Records, which also does Universal Pictures, which does things. So they sort of arranged this to happen on the same day because this sort of
It's an International Pirate Day.
yeah.
So
It's May 26th is Talk Like a Pirate Day, so
Yeah.
they did this all like one big sort of thing, and it worked. Like we got highest position in the charts worldwide because they could have linked in with the video and the film. It was so cool.
It's fun from the Pirate of Caribbean. It's fun.
Yeah,
of course.
yeah. It's best movie, best movie ever. I think.
I saw all of them so many times, and then as soon as the new one came out, I went to the cinema and see it, and I got in for free because I'm in a pirate band, so I didn't have to pay for the tickets. It was so good.
I think I didn't actually go to see it. Did you get it for free? I want to get it for free.
Yeah, just hit up Universal.
Oh, cool.
So that.
Mate Bodor
Yes.
has in bring new blood in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
In,
blood type are
in
you?
composition, in composition, in energize.
Yeah. When I they said I should be in the band, I cut open my veins and I sprayed everyone with my blood.
But like
This was the blood pact. So
it's so like because he wrote all the the guitar riffs on the song. So it's like you get this, it all sounds so very different because we got all of Mate's sort of because he was in the band Wisdom, that is a Hungarian power metal band. So he brought all these kind of power metal riffs that he actually wrote them for the band Wisdom. But when they kicked him out of the band, he stole all the riffs he'd written for the next Wisdom album. Yeah. And we know, so basically the new Alestorm album is actually should have been the Wisdom album. But it's they kicked him out, they lose, we win. It's quite cool.
They were broken up now anyway soon. So
Okay. I love the latest artwork. Can you talk about the realization artwork, the album?
which album?
Yes, I love the latest artwork. Artwork. I'm sorry.
The art was done by this guy called John DePorto from he's actually from Estonia. Yeah, he's like half Estonian.
Yeah.
I think he's like his ancestors, but like he's Estonian. It's like
crazy.
Cheap Eastern European. It's like you pay him we actually paid him only €50 to do this stuff because in Estonia that's like so much money for John, and he just did all this cool shit like draw this because it's about how there's no graves in the sea except the graves in the sea. So he did this buyer who was in a grave in the sea. And he did this cool thing, and it's great. It's like $50. He did this whole thing. It was amazing, and it's in the sea in the grave.
Okay.
That chart.
Soon 13 of career. How do you finally found your island's treasure?
Yeah, I mean after 13 years of doing this,
So much treasure, don't we?
we've got a lot of treasure. I mean
Free houses, that's a good treasure.
he like it.
I'm buying a Mustang.
He's getting a.
I just got a Ford
Mustang.
sponsorship.
He's got a spot. You should show him it. He's getting this Mustang sponsorship
Yeah, it's so
from.
good.
It's really cool. Look, he gets his free Mustang. How fucking cool is that? Because
What?
sponsorship. Yeah, wow. Sponsorship with Ford. It's fucking crazy. All the cool stuff we get. It's it's because we're this kind of fucking crazy band that all this cool shit happens.
And you?
Yeah, I mean,
You have a Jeep, so
I drive a Jeep. It's kind of cheap, but it's
because I wrote so much riffs for the new album, I got so much money that it's just I just buy this car.
It's fucking crazy. I love it. We should have a race one day. Let me go. You're my Jeep versus your Mustang.
I have to get it to America, but I can fly it over.
Yeah, you can ship it like a crate.
What do you think the return to the vinyl?
Oh, I don't know.
The what?
What do you think the return the vinyl?
Oh, the vinyl. Yeah, it's cool because everything sounds better on vinyl.
Yeah.
Because CDs, because it's digital, it's only ones and zeros.
Yeah.
But vinyl has twos as well, so there's an extra bit of fidelity.
It's 3D.
Yeah, it's it's literally a 3D surface, so you get a bigger, more physical sound, so you can have more sounds on a vinyl. That's why vinyl always sounds better than a CD. So it's kind of cool that people are getting back into the real history of music and appreciating things that sound so much better.
Especially for us that we don't listen to music on our phones or on computers. We have vinyl players at home, so it was so nice to actually hold it and then put it on the record and just sit down and listen to it. Actually, which is really traditional with music listening. It's just very important for us. So it was a great deal to get the vinyls.
Then went the original soundtrack made by Alestorm.
Actually, there's this for a video game. It's this new pirate video game that's coming out by Ubisoft. It's called Skull and Bones. Or something. They're actually contacted us. They want us to be on the soundtrack, which is cool. Not the whole thing, just a couple of songs. So we're gonna do some instrumental versions of songs, and we're gonna be on this huge. It's one of these. It's gonna be the big new game, like Skyrim, Assassin's Creed. It's gonna be this pirate game, and we're gonna be on that with a couple of songs. So that's gonna be another huge boost. Some crazy stuff's gonna happen from that. Really excited about that.
His favorite actor from the Pirate of the Caribbean, Jack Sparrow.
I like Orlando Bloom. He's my favorite. he's a bit of a douche, but he's got a really nice face.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite?
style.
Oh,
Hacker style.
yeah, actually, one of our friends. You know, on our last album we did the song "Hangover." The guy who does the vocals, he's actually in the background of that movie. He's like this huge, big, fat guy. You see him for like maybe half a second, but he's there.
He gets killed off screen.
he's literally there. For like the camera goes around, you see him, then it moves. But he's there in the background going, because they made the film in Australia, and my friend he's from Australia, and he looks like a pirate. So he got his job like literally for half a second. It's crazy.
Right. He's my favorite.
The questions from the slasher.
Oh.
Why did you decide on this style of music?
Well, I mean, it's I guess it's always been part of our heritage in Scotland. There's a lot of famous pirates that come from Scotland, like Captain Kidd, Captain McGonagall, all these famous pirate captains. So it's there's a history of piracy and also the history of traditional Scottish music. It really inspired us to make this sort of traditional folk music from Scotland. Like a lot of the melodies actually are from like traditional ancient Scottish things.
We all grew up in like a very traditional family with like surrounded by Scottish Irish music.
Almost like accordion bands and violin bands.
Yeah.
It was
my dad was a professional accordion player, so to have that incorporated in our music is great.
It's sort of part of it. So it's like makes sense. We make. Because obviously we like metal, so we mixed that with the traditional Scottish music and the Scottish history of the piracy. Yeah, it just came together.
In music, metal pirate and festive metal pirate.
Yeah, it's
That's the drink.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's because it's Scotland. Everyone loves to drink. It's a big drinking place. So it's like all like these like Mate's dad's the accordion band. It's like it was always like they'd play in the pubs while the people drank.
Yeah, and I was like a kid, and just like.
It's just how it just all fits together so well. It's the pirates, the drinking, the Scotland, the metal. It's just.
The final words for the listener on the fan.
Anything you want to say?
No.
I want to tell people to eat recycled pork. It's the best kind of pork.